Welcome to game number 2. It is going to be on Circuit Breaker. In the top left corner, your yellow Protoss player with that dirty Protoss Reaver dropping in game number 1. It is Arthur.
And down in the bottom right-hand corner, down a game, seeking to tie it up. Hopefully doesn't lose to Reavers again this time. It is the Blue Terran. It is Dirtybag. Who honestly isn't the dirty one here because they have a filthy Protoss player with Reavers.
Absolutely. Dirtybag is the honorable Terran here. Although the honorable Terran was going for that fake double push, so you know what? I don't have a problem with him getting punished hard for that nonsense. I hate that thing. I mean, I think that I usually am decent at holding it at this point in my career. I can hold it. It's just a matter of how much am I going to lose in the process.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't usually just outright die to it anymore, unless like the player I'm going up against is just like so much better than me that like their micro just embarrasses me because I don't have any. Okay.
It's like they like do the fake double push and you're only getting your cyber core. Like, how is this possible?
How does he have mines already? What's happening?
Oh god.
Spider
I'd
mines.
probably quit Starbow if that was the case. Like, I was getting my cyber core, like an attack force of tanks just showed up. Like, I'm done. Quit.
I'm clearly incompetent completely. Yeah, spider mines are the bane of my existence, I swear. Alright. Cybercore coming up.
Arthur's got it on the top side. Isn't it shorter to go up down or is it shorter to go left right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's shorter to go up down. I pretty sure.
Plot twist, it doesn't matter because you cross bonds, so it doesn't matter which way you go.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter for this game. I guess it's no, you know, I don't really know. I was gonna say something, but I'm not sure if it's true, so I'm not gonna bother. I'm trying to figure out which spawning positions are scariest for Protoss in this on this map.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I think horizontal is scarier than vertical. Because at least with vertical, like, the Terran is gonna want to like take this mineral only third, and if your horizontal spawns and they take a mineral only third, like then they can expand through the fourth and like toward you, which is always scary. But you can also expand away from the Terran, so that's good. I don't know. Circuit Breaker is a good map. See, I can't figure out which spawn is worst, so therefore it's a good map. That's the way I look at that.
I can take that answer.
Yeah, nice little marine wall here for Dirtybag. Factories coming up. There's no tech labs or anything on the way from the barracks for any sort of swap or Rooney or anything like that. We still have 3 SCVs in gas. Over at Arthur's base, we do see the Dragoon range is on the way, so he could be going for Reavers again, but he did get Dragoon range, so if he is going for it, he's not going for like, you know, crazy fast Reavers or anything like that. But just he still has three in gas though, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a Robo come down, and he does have his pylon over here at the east side of his base.
I wonder if it'd be Sentinels. I want to see Sentinels. Sentinels in PvT are cool.
No, it is going to be an expansion, so no kind of crazy Reaver drop shenanigans this time.
And meanwhile, do we have a fake double once again from Dirtybag?
It's kind of looking that way, isn't it? Oh, these Marines coming out here.
There's the tank.
Dragoons. Yep. Now is mines. Where's the mines? Mines.
Mines?
Mines. It could be a siege expand. He might. Actually, yeah. Here comes the command center. Yep. So siege mode will be on the way here pretty soon. Most likely, once he has the money for it. And Arthur, you know, he is getting the Robo up now, but once again, probably just going to be for observers this game. It would be a very, very late Reaver transition, which doesn't mean that it couldn't work. It just means it would be a lot later.
It would just be a little weird, because siege mode would be done. So, wouldn't be the best for the Reaver drop right now.
So Arthur's expansion will finish first, which is totally normal. We do see the Dirtybag is getting an engineering bay. He wants to be safe in case Reaver drops are incoming, because he does not know what's happening back in Arthur's base right now. Has he scanned recently? I heard a scan go down. Okay, he hasn't scanned recently at least.
Arthur getting the observatory, because you get a Robo. If you're not going to get Reavers, you're going to get an observatory. And I think the most important patch change notes that we can talk about is the engineering bay can fly.
What? Yes, it can.
And I like Xephius' explanation. He's like, why should we do this? And he's like, to the moon! I can't fault that. It's fine. So, to the moon with the engineering bay. Meanwhile, these Dragoons are going to poke at the front, aren't going to do anything, just going to see the command center landing. Which is pretty darn important, but no damage is really done. These Marines are a little scattered colored, but that's about it.
Yep. Tanks up in siege mode, not much these Dragoons can do, and we see Arthur just going ahead and macroing behind us. Gonna add on a couple of gateways. Might look to take another pretty quick expansion. He's got his little pylon wall started up. Chronoing out the probes. 40 probes of 35 SCVs, pretty even stuff.
We have 2 Stargates on
Whoa!
the way.
It is gonna be 2 Stargate carrier. Oh
my god.
Dirtybag scan almost catches that. Where's the second scan?
The second can also miss it. Oh no.
Yeah, doesn't see it coming. It's going to be 2 base, 2 gate carrier for Arthur. We have a starport on the way though for Dirtybag.
It could just be for like getting the fusion core, because you do need a starport to get a fusion core to get your science vessel and all that. So he might not know that there's Stargates in the way, but certainly having a starport definitely helps.
It's always good to have one, but it's pretty early being on 2 bases to start going up towards science vessel already in this matchup. He could be doing something like that, or he could be doing something a little weird. But at least having the starport will help him. He can go into like a Wraith transition if he manages to spot this coming.
And we'll see what the starport does, but right now it's gonna sit there and look pretty. So, as you predicted, we do have a fleet bacon on the way. Do you like bacon?
I love bacon. Now, Dirtybag does see that that third has not gone down to the mineral only. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not a third at all, but
actually, we
he could start to think something weird might be going on. Ooh. Well, hey, look at that. Some vulture drops? Yeah, it is going to be vulture drops. We have a bunch of vultures here. And given the fact that Arthur, you know, is going into these carriers, vulture drops could do a lot. There's only a few Dragoons. There are no cannons in either mineral line. Could do a lot of work, and then might also be able to scout out the carriers and start to move into like a Goliath transition right away.
And actually, Arthur is going to move out with these Dragoons, kind of scout around. Won't see much, but the Dragoons are, regardless, out of position.
Yeah, and Vulture Speed about to finish.
Actually,
finishes just now.
That dropship has tanks in it.
Oh, hey! Oh, he sees it now. He sees the Fleet Beacon and the Stargate. Dirtybag just scans. We got gateways going up here. But, yeah, he could get into a nice position here. There will be carriers, so he's got to start moving. Okay, he is getting the armory here. And the fusion core.
Although this
oh, the Vulture's just going for the front! The tanks are going to get surrounded, though.
Right there.
But the Vultures are going to do so much damage in the main.
Although 2 carriers did just spawn. Actually, Arthur is completely walling off his probes and hiding them in the corner. That is brilliant.
Oh, wait, nope. They can still get around the assimilator, and they are going to escape to the natural.
And these carriers are going to eventually clean up, but these mines...
Oh, but the mines going off on the Dragoons. Losing a lot of Dragoons has Arthur. 5 Dragoons and 5 Zealots gone down to 2 tanks and 2 Vultures. Overall, that's not very bad for Dirtybag, but the important thing is Dirtybag finds the carriers before the carriers are at his base. That is the really big win here for Dirtybag.
And that is huge, because Goliaths are churning out with overcharge.
And Vulture's
is on the way.
In the meantime, Arthur's been forced to only mine from 1 base this entire time. His economy has been severely crippled. How many workers have actually gone down? Only 4 killed.
How many went down?
4 total.
Yeah, that's not bad. So the Vultures are going to try to set up mines, but carriers are good at cleaning mines because they fly.
Yeah, now we do have Command Center finishing up for Dirtybag, so he's going to go ahead and try to take his third. Setting up some turrets, adding on more factories. Got Goliaths coming out. How many does he have so far? Already has 6 on the field, has another 3 on the way. Charon boosters on the way, plus 1 vehicle weapons also coming up for Dirtybag.
Scared to get sees us into carriers at the front and just Goliaths for days.
Right. Now, it'll be interesting to see if Arthur ever stops the carrier production, if he like goes up to a certain number and then stops, or if he continues to produce them.
It looks like he's making a lot of Dragoons, which are very good against Goliaths.
Yeah, Zealots are not very great against them, but Dragoons do pretty decently, and Storm is really an important way for dealing with Balls of Goliaths while your carriers can do that. And obviously that is not on the way here for Arthur. Not in the cards. Doesn't even have a Twilight Council. Throwing on a bunch of gateways though.
Oh man.
He has one more carrier on the way, but it looks like he has kind of slowed up on the carriers and is going to be transitioning into a more pure gateway composition, which if Dirtybag overinvests in Goliaths could definitely bite him. How many tanks does he actually have? There are only 3 tanks.
He only has 3 tanks, and 2 of them are located in a dropship that somehow aren't dead to these carriers.
No, wait, this dropship... Wait, is there another dropship?
There's just 1.
Oh, okay, no, they're not in that
Or there's 2.
There's there... Oh. Oh yeah, this dropship. Okay, there is a second dropship.
So these Dragoons are going to poke at the front, see a bunch of Goliaths, and...
The Goliath's nice pick off there of the Observer.
So there's another
There is
one.
a second one here. Here come the carriers into the natural. I like these Marines in the bunker. That's pretty cool. Might be able to take down some interceptors, but not really.
And the Goliaths are forced to pull back, and we'll see what the Dragoons will do. Oh my god, the dropship is going to make it home safely. Meanwhile, these carriers might not.
Where was that? There's one
I was going by
the
the dropship was going by the Dragoons, and I was really scared.
Show me the other one. It's only show me one. Come on, take me to the other one. Alright, so 5th carrier out. There's another one. Yeah, Arthur did slow down the carrier production, only producing 1 at a time now after adding on all those gateways. Going to be trying to just macro up and build a big gateway force. But Dirtybag behind us is getting a 4th down at 6 o'clock and is out expanding the Protoss. It looks like Arthur might be going to take an expansion right now. Dirtybag is going to see that go down though with the scan. Just an absolute money scan here from Dirtybag.
Although Arthur does have map control, it does have the lightest of contains at the front, most of any army moves out.
Yeah, it's not going to hold much. The Goliath alone could go take down all those Dragoons. Nothing to worry about. As far as upgrades go, +1 is on the way for Arthur, with +2 just now starting here for Dirtybag. Arthur also does have +1 air weapons. So both players getting a 4th here, and we're going to have a little bit of a macro PvT, everybody. Grab your popcorn. Ooh, popcorn sounds... I might make some popcorn tonight. That sounds great.
I need like actual dinner at some point, but there's a game of StarCraft right now.
Right? Yeah, that's the thing. Monday Night Starbow, man, I eat dinner at like 4:30. Like, I get home from work and like throw something in the microwave and eat it, because I'm like, I will die if I wait until 8 p.m. to eat dinner.
Because I eat lunch so late, so I get dinner at like 9.
Yeah. Are your dining halls even open at 9, man?
Yeah, my dining hall at least. Meanwhile, Goliaths... Enough about this food talk. We have a big army moving out, which is mostly Goliaths and a sprinkling of takes and vultures. Actually, that's a lot of zealots.
Yeah, it's a good number of zealots, but not a whole lot of tanks. Yeah, the Goliaths do well against zealots, though. They do decently against them. Now here come the carriers from the north end. Command center sitting here, wanting to expand, not going to be able to. Here comes the siege up. The Goliaths, though, have to pull back, and now they have to start worrying about the carriers.
The Goliaths are going to pull up, though, and all of these carriers are probably going to go down. But meanwhile, these Zealots and Dragoons kill everything else but Goliaths.
Yeah, is Dirtybag going to have enough tanks left over at the end of this to deal with the Dragoon forces heading into his natural? Oh no, the mines do get 1 hit off, but here are the Observers. The Observers are here now. The carriers go down, but is there going to be enough left here?
There's 1 tank, but that 1 Zealot is going to kill the 1 tank, and the splash damage is doing a lot of damage to SCVs as well.
Oh, that Dragoon shot just enough to take it down. Another tank on the high ground, though. Losing so many SCVs here is Dirtybag, but he's still at 60. He still has an SCV advantage, but the mines! Ooh, doesn't quite get any. That one gets 4 Dragoons, though.
Actually, this tank should go down to these Dragoons, and it will. Actually, it looks like Dirtybag is going to hold against Arthur's attack, but meanwhile, there is a rally at the front, and units keep on coming across the map.
But there are tanks here, and there are vultures, and there are mines. Ooh, that mine drag taking down that tank. Oh, these tanks are on rally right now. Dirtybag needs to adjust his rally position. Ooh, that tank escapes, though, with 24 health. Goes into siege mode. And those tanks will do a good amount of damage to these Dragoons.
Well, those Observers gotta be careful. They both escape with minimal health, and that tank is gonna take out that last Dragoon.
Zealot in the natural mineral line, though, going to town, but Dirtybag still with a pretty healthy worker lead. Or not lead, a pretty healthy worker count. But now Arthur is getting in on top of the third. Might be able to take this down. Holy turrets, Batman. Look at 6 o'clock. That was might have been an overinvestment. Had Dirtybag not built all of those turrets, he might have been able to have a few more units to defend against this attack. And now Dirtybag is looking to be pretty rough, but he is going to be trying to take the 3 o'clock expansion, and Arthur might not see it for a while.
My God,
oh no, the
those
SCVs! They give it away!
Those
You
are
traitors!
the expansion. And meanwhile, Arthur is transferring his probes over to his 12 o'clock base, and Dirtybag just GG's. Arthur takes that game.
2-0 lead here for Arthur. Dirtybag will be fighting for his life in game number 3. You know, it's been like over